An African medallion, hip-hop connoisseur, and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent, all about the clout.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks towering wide receiver. He starts play 4th in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Seahawks and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile cornerback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be...
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
First and 10, Mills. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's got a man. Complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for Jones last week: 19 carries, 73 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Jones, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mills. He finds Hillman.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll find Pittman.
30. 10. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mills on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now Mills.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mills.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 5th. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got it pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones, under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st down, Jones. Open man here is Conklin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on.
From the right hash, this from 48.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable.
He's got him in. complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Mills. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are pouring it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. Touchdown Colts! DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now come the Seahawks. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks just continue to roll. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just 1 shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. 1 play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
1st down, Mills. This is Hillman with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Okay, ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Kirk, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes Davis Mills in the offense, ready for another drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mills. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Mills on 4th down.
And he comes back with one complete.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He's into the secondary,
and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defense.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside gives it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's got room. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Mills. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mills. He finds Hillman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down throw for Mills. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing Jones. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Offside. Ethan.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach up.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him. Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And that one will back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones is complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones to the catch made by Hopkins. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for a Colts.
Now Jones on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
Let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now Mills.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson down to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, this was a fun one today if you like.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los